Hi everyone, I'm Dr. Astha Dayal and I'm the lead consultant gynecologist at CK Birla Hospital in Gurgaon, and I also have my own clinic in DLF Phase 1 in Gurgaon. So today we're going to talk about fibroids. What are uterine fibroids? Uterine fibroids, or myomas as they're called, these are swellings of the uterus or the womb. So the uterus is made of a muscle tissue, and these are the swellings of those muscle tissues. And there could be swellings which are benign swellings which can grow in the wall of the uterus or outside the uterus or inside the cavity of the uterus. Now these are the three kinds of fibroids. So if they're outside the wall of the uterus, they're called subserous fibroids. If they're in the wall of the uterus, they're called intramural fibroids. And if they're jutting inside the wall of the uterus into the cavity, then they're called the submucous fibroids. What are the symptoms of fibroids? So 30% of the women have fibroids and they don't even know about it. So most of the fibroids are asymptomatic. Sometimes they can cause symptoms. They can cause pain in periods. They can cause heavy periods, heavy bleeding in periods. Sometimes if they're very big in size, they can cause symptoms because of their size. So you can feel a lower abdominal pain, you can have a heaviness in your abdomen, there could be frequency of passing urine because the fibroid is pressing on the bladder, or difficulty in passing stool because of it's towards the back and pressing on the rectum. Besides this, if the fibroid is coming into the cavity of the uterus, then it can also cause problems in conceiving. It can also cause a risk of miscarriage. Or during pregnancy, if you have fibroids which can grow suddenly in size, and then they can cause complications like preterm labor, or you can actually start having like a second trimester miscarriage, or the shape of the uterus becomes such that the baby is not lying head down, and that could be a malpresentation or a malposition. There could also be a risk of growth restriction if the placenta of the pregnancy is implanted on the fibroid itself. And when you go in for a delivery, there could be a higher chance of a cesarean section. There could be a chance that there is excessive bleeding after delivery if you have fibroids in your uterus. What is the right treatment of fibroids? Now most fibroids, if they're not causing any symptoms, they're benign and they don't need any treatment. You can actually live with it, and after menopause they will shrink in size on themselves. When does a fibroid need treatment? When it is causing symptoms like pain or bleeding issues or fertility issues, then we need to treat the fibroids. So usually, depending on the problem, sometimes we have a medical management. Like if you're having heavy periods, we can try treating it medically. If that's not getting better, then we have to opt for surgical options. The fibroids which are causing infertility, they have to be removed surgically. So most of the times, the removal of the fibroid through a surgery, which is called myomectomy, is the treatment of the fibroid. This can be done through a laparoscopic approach, an abdominal approach, or if the fibroid is inside in the cervix or anything, we can even try a hysteroscopic approach, or a approach from below. If the fibroid is in the cavity or in the cervix, then it can be removed from below also. If a lady has completed her family and there are lots of fibroids, then sometimes we even opt for removal of the uterus itself instead of removing all the fibroids separately. If there are any options of treating the fibroid without surgery. So one is we try giving medicines for the problem which the fibroid was causing, like heavy or painful periods. If that doesn't help, sometimes there are other options which we can use to shrink the fibroids. For example, we can use uterine artery embolization, which is an intervention radiology technique. Sometimes we can also use some injections which are GnRH injections, which can shrink the fibroid, but that is mostly done as a temporary measure because they can regrow themselves again. So if we want to remove the fibroid, it's a big fibroid and we want to remove it laparoscopically, or we just want to shrink it for some time, then we can use these injections, because after the effect of these the injections is gone, they can grow again. Now there are also MRI focused ultrasound treatments which are used in selective cases for managing the fibroids. But the most effective treatment is removal of the fibroid, which is myomectomy.